Sun isn't even up yet, but we're getting up. I'm gonna catch some fish. Let's do this. Gonna heat it up?
No, not yet. Let's get fishing.
Cold coffee? Alright. That's brutal.
Oh, man, I torch you.
How's the toe looking? Not so bad. Good morning. Butter! My goodness, butter! Oh, Chris. Come on. I tell ya, these guys. Grandma's secret spaghetti recipe, huh? Good morning, Mr. Rooster. Do your thing.
Lemon coffee.
Oh, look, I just found a caterpillar up here for Mr. Rooster.
Juicy bug, huh?
Yesterday, when we had to portage, we ran into a bunch of trees. Oh, big branch. Finding snacks for the rooster all over the boat. There's another one. Let's see if you like that one.
It's birthday.
Oh yeah, he's a happy rooster. At least until he finds out why we brought him along for this ride. But you can go back, check out that playlist linked in the description below. This is day 4, Chris? Day 4 of our big adventure 7-day Waterworld 2.0, the Pirate Ship Edition.
I'm Zachary Fowler, and you're watching Waterworld 2.0, the 7-day survival challenge, Pirate Ship Edition. Holy cow! That was nuts, huh?
Leaving civilization for parts unknown.
He gone.
Lord, keep us safe.
Fire goal, Captain!
There we go. It's bigger than the ones yesterday.
Between Chris, my first mate, Butter, my dog, and our rooster fricassee, we're heading out to survive for 7 days of adventure in this world of water.
Crazy, just as far as the eye can see, like everywhere I move to. Oh, nailed it. There's some sort of whole blow-up water park thing there. Huh. So, heading out. Gonna troll ourselves up some fish. A little bit of a Karen sighting. We were like 100 feet from it. The guy was on the radio when we pulled in, and we're getting into our hammocks and talking about us and stuff. Said they're 100 feet away, and he's checking all of his boats down there, and so some sort of gated community or something going on. And there was some rowdiness out this way when we first pulled in, and so we fired the cannons. Put them across the bow! Aye, aye! Maybe it wasn't so much a Karen as they were concerned, because like, oh, we got some rowdy weirdos pulling into our cove. We got to watch out for them. And but nothing ever came of it. We went to bed. Well, Jim, what do you think? Are we gonna catch some fish?
Yeah, we're looking at this way.
Huh. All right. Well, Jim woke up on the wrong side of the bed. We'll even be for now. And Chris is down there rigging us up.
Trolling set up. Sun's about to come out, so we gotta get out there.
We got warm coffee. I know. Warm day in the beautiful state of Maine. Morning, Mr. Seagull. What's you up to? Oh, he's making me dizzy. He's flying all around us in circles. We're seeing all kinds of fish. I don't really know. Yesterday we were marking that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, look at all the fish. But that turned us up one beautiful crappie.
Oh! Fish on!
Oh my goodness. What is it? Is that the world?
That's a crappie.
Get the net! Get the net! Get the net! That we'll be able to have for breakfast once we're done taking some trolling time and see what we can catch.
We got a big daredevil with Zach's favorite, some worm added.
Do you want me to, what speed?
So what we're gonna have to really do
What speed?
is focus on a straight line and not do a lot of that.
What speed?
Probably a little bit slower than this.
This is 3.
That one out there. This is the one that's a little bit more finicky to set up. So let your line out. What we do, take your line, pull it up and get it caught in the kayak, because that's really cool and fun. But you give your line a twist, about 4 loops in it. Take your loop, hook it into the release. Perfect, that's good. Straighten her back out.
This is my first time using a downrigger. If you're not using a downrigger, you can't quite get it down there where the fish is. Your line just floats up like this unless you're using a lead core line. We're using a different release, but basically this is how it works. You see where the fish are, you hook your line to the release, and you use the downrigger with that heavy weight to bring it down there and hold it right there in that sweet spot. Once it's all loaded up and it's down there, it's where the fish are, and if you're doing good, they bite and you manage to hook up on a nice fish from down in that sweet spot. Then you can just pick up the rod and reel your fish in, and you got yourself a catch and cook.
We're at 68 feet. Marking a lot of stuff at 40.
What if that solid line there is us? I think we're marking you at 40 feet now pretty consistently on this. Chris is running out the lead core now. All right.
I think we got it figured out. Yeehaw. Now we just got to figure out
Time for the rain.
where have all the fishes gone.
Yeah. Good morning.
6:45, buddy. You're a little bit on the late side. You missed the mark, huh? A little bit on the late side.
Yep.
Downrigger's at about 45. You can see it, and you can see all the fish activity. We're in 62 feet of water, and the rooster is interrupting me while I'm trying to film. Hush, quiet on the set. Our rooster's gonna be eaten very soon here. Oh, it's coming down now. This is when we get the bite. Dude, you think if we trolled long enough, we'd catch something, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I trolled entire days without catching anything.
can I have a chocolate coin out of the treasure chest?
Didn't find any chocolate coins, but I found a gold bar.
Yeah, that works. Gonna get into my treasure. Fish on? No, that's my fault. We just crossed over a point that just popped right up. We're in 17.
Oh my golly. We should go like vertical jig or something, I think. Just fish off the kayaks for bass or something.
No luck trolling. We're gonna try to find something on the Panoptics and vertical jig before it gets choppy or something out there. Doesn't seem that windy today, so we might be pretty lucky. What do we got? Anything? We slid over the spot we wanted. Salt. You be quiet up there.
Be quiet. I got one job on this.
Your
whole
day will
adventure.
come. It's not your time yet. He's all puffed up. Let's see. Maybe that's our problem, is we got food on board. We need to throw the food overboard or eat it so that so that we have a reason to fish harder. The weird thing is with the pontoons, because it's marked on the side here, to go forward, this thing has to be about there, and right here turns you. So it's like forward is here, turns you there, instead of with the boat going forward. I don't know. It works though. Jim, looks like you sprung a leak there, buddy.
Some privacy would be nice.
How are you managing that? I don't know.
You don't always have to film me when I go to the bathroom, you weirdo.
Have some decency, man.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
You could at least gone to the back of the boat like everybody else does. Ah, tell ya.
It's not like I got a bladder I can pull.
Jim has no manners whatsoever. 22. Seems a little bit on the shallower side, but some sort of big feature right there. I don't know what the heck that is. Sunken something or other straight into the muck. I do see fish moving around it, so something's using it as a feature, so maybe there's crappie. Alright, let's see if we can do something here. Oh, did I lose him? Yeah. Man, clean me right off. Rainy days. Na, 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 na. Can tell me how to get. Got one? What is it?
Smallmouth bass.
You caught a bass!
New species on the
You
log.
caught it? Oh, I'm stripped. Where is it? Where's the camera? It's a new species unlocked for Chris. Now we're up to 3 each of species. Let me see that. Wait, let's get the scale out. Let's get the scale. Where's the scale? Come on, let's scale it. I got the scale.
She's gone.
What? You
It
just
got off. Oh,
it got.
it's so big and powerful.
Oh, gee. All right. Well, it was another fish of a different species, at least. That must be what we got down there. Is those little marks are bassin, apparently. Was that a smallie?
Yep.
So, yeah, a whole new species for the trip.
Big white perch.
Bigger than Chris is. It's a yellow.
New species unlocked.
Bassin, 2 species on the chart. That's a huge crappie. You caught a smallie. Now all we need is the lake trout. Who can catch the biggest one in 20 minutes? You're catching all kinds of them. I gotta put it.
He ripped him up so fast he popped off the hook and shot out of the water.
Wow, it's another one. It's a monster. Ah. Oh, there he goes. Chasing after it. That's a better one. Oh yeah.
What is that?
Get the net! Get the net! It's a monster!
I want to see it.
Oh, I'm tangled in yours now, and the trolling motor.
Just another smallmouth.
Yeah. Oh, am I free?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, boat flip! Oh. All right. Oh, I got biggest to the smallest smallmouth. You did a good job, so we're gonna give him a worm. Here you go. Have a little snack, buddy, and go back to the sea. There you go. See ya. Oh, he dropped your worm. You dropped your worm. Come back for it.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Ungrateful little cur. Oh yeah, it's a monster. Oh, lost him. That was just a 1/4 pounder. I let it go. Oh, there's a big one. There's a big one down there. The last one was so big it bent my hook. No, not you. Get out of the way. Go away, little guy. Leave it alone. That's it. Oh, here we go. Got him.
Yeah, me too.
And Chris at the same time. Another monster. Slaying them, Chris. We're slaying them out here. It's a beautiful fish. Someday, it might be worth catching.
But until then,
See ya. Well, after that exciting fish catching bonanza this morning, I think we're gonna actually motor into the islands here at the top of the lake. Chris is at the helm, and we will see. Can't find a spot to park for a little bit, maybe a little anchor. I'll make some of our beautiful crappie that I caught last night. Turn that into something magical.
Beautiful day for a drive on the lake.
I guess the nice thing about the rain is we're literally almost the only people out here. I think we saw, what, two the kayakers fishing and then some other boat go by. Yeah, that was it. I mean, it's pretty quiet. Alright, moving around Sheep Island. Oh my goodness, there's a big rock. Did you see that? Those aren't wake ones, I don't think. That's hazard, isn't it? Yeah, there's a nice rocky shore right in there. Like just rocky and then drops off. I'd say that's good. Right there. If it'll stick with all the rocks. Full stop. I think we got it. Now it's gonna take a little bit to cook my fancy recipe, so I thought I'd make us some peanut butter and jellies. We got some of this homemade jelly, jam, raspberry rhubarb. Here you go,
chef.
All right, I'll make you something better for when you get back.
Thank you.
But you got to come back with fish.
I'll do my best.
Or at least a good picture of a good fish.
That's awesome. Thank
Good
you.
luck. All right.
Even though Chris seems happy with his dinky little PB&J, it won't be the only meal I make today. Which brings me to our sponsor for today's episode, Solo Stove. Solo Stove has been with us the whole adventure, and it was even the first thing I started up when we got to the water on that day one for launch day. Honestly, it's probably the biggest upgrade over Waterworld Season 1 outside of the boat itself due to the smokeless design. On the tote float, we were constantly fighting with the little fire pit we had to the point where my daughter Abby needed to wear goggles just to roast a marshmallow. Now that I have the pizza stove, I got some great new ideas of things that aren't pizza we're gonna do on it. You'll see that today in this video, and there's nothing quite like hanging around the fire pit in the evening. I did a full review of the Solo Stove Yukon, the bonfire, and the pizza oven over on my extra channel, so check those out if you want to know more about the details and operating of those and using the woks for the Yukon and the bonfire. They're really fun to use. So whether it's the pie pizza oven that can be fired with wood or gas, or one of the smokeless fire pits with all the cooking accessories, cast iron griddle and wok are my favorite right now. Click the link in the description below and keep an eye out for many more catch and cooks coming from my favorite Solo Stoves.
Butter's like, my buddy's gone. Where's my buddy? He doesn't know what to do.
My goodness, this is a rare sight. I think these are actually lily pads.
So now that there's a little bit more light back out, these two panels can be daisy chained together so you can optimize the system. Oh, whoa, almost fell over the side. Whew. That'll wake you up. Didn't scuff up that bad. Support for our fish finder. We're falling apart faster than we can stay together. Looks like we're about to lose. Chris was saying like, oh, we're gonna lose all these off the wheel before it's all said and done there. I'll come and loose. As long as she holds together for the trip. The important parts at least are holding together really well. The helm is really solid. The steering itself and stuff like that. And driving. Trolling motor, everything seems to be holding up pretty good. My biggest concern with all of this, though, is the power-wise. Will that hold up? So far for Patriots, power, boom, power and everything. But with all the little overcasts, we might start running low on power and end up being slightly more primitive. You know, just enough to film. Hopefully not. All right, I gotta get our solar. Plug this one in. Such a weird plug, that positive and negative plug of theirs. Now we find the other end of that down here. Right now we're at 47%, 10 watts going out, charging. I don't know what's charging right now. This is like trickle charging. Got the power pack there charging. Got the light for at night for filming.
small problematic maintenance. I think we're gonna need more power because of the rain. Instead of wasting energy charging to charge these or syncing them in with it, putting it onto a separate panel, kind of doubling down. Just a little bit of inventive maintenance, taking the power charger for that one and sacrificing the cord so that we can charge it directly. All this is because I didn't have the right cords and stuff. There's probably some more cords that if I had with me it would be all set. But we don't, so we make do with what we got. Fortunately, I brought electrical tape and other wires that I could hack apart and turn into what I needed.
Found lily pads through a frog for probably a solid 30 minutes to an hour through a frog. Nothing.
So we're gonna do Alaska Olympia with our crappie we caught last night. Wow. I'm just blown away how big this thing is. That scale was definitely wrong. This is 2 1/4 if it's not 3. Goodness. There we go. Look at the size of that chunk of meat. I'm gonna wash up and we're gonna do it in the brick oven. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna make some vegetables to go with it. We need some vegetables in our diet before we get the scurvy.
Steve the Pirate Scurvy!
And the recipe calls for butter, got it. Medium onion chopped, halibut or crappie, as it were. Sour cream and mayonnaise, equal parts. Preheat the oven for 350. We're gonna cook it so much hotter than that. I think I might throw a little garlic in there because I got some very young garlic, so it's mild. So if it doesn't go well with it, it's not gonna super do it. It's not gonna mess it up or anything. So I wish we had a chafing dish because then we could turn it. Because now we can't. Maybe if we put the pan in one way and then turn the pan, or maybe we'll pull the pan out and we'll turn the fish on the pan. Because I'm gonna do it in my. It's gonna do it in this. Might be a problem. Are we gonna do it in the Solo Stove oven? Oh, it goes! It fits! Oh, it's almost a perfect fit. What a combination. A marriage made in heaven. My Solo Stove and my forged smithy. Oh, man. Alright, well that's pretty darn easy. Let's do it. Oh, that's still hot. our butter. Woo! That thing is firm. This is one of my favorite finds so far with this whole sponsorship and the 4 Patriots cooler. I mean, I don't always do the glamping thing, but when I do, like keeping stuff in ice and the mess of it is such a pain in the neck. And this thing's been so good. I'm so tired of dealing with the coolers too. After a week of doing this and trying to keep stuff good in there, keep it like out of the gross water at the bottom of the cooler, I feel like there's got to be a better way than this. I know it's a sponsored part of the series, but that was not part of the sponsorship. It was all about the food and their power pack. And I said, hey, you know, send this along too, and you know, we'll show it off. I'm so glad they did. And the water filter, that's super cool. That thing's worked so well. Once a day I fill this thing up here, twice a day I mean, and we still never tap it completely empty. It's got the crazy filters in there, but I've already talked about that in an earlier episode. And you can check out our sponsors, all linked in the description below for that day's thing. Or there's a gear video linked in the description below as well that is all about, so we don't belabor this, so I don't keep going on like this about this stuff. Waterworld 2.0 is brought to you by 4 Patriots, the maker of the solar generator I'll be using on this adventure, as well as their 3-month survival kit. And Solo Stove, making smokeless fire pits and cooking gear that can turn you into a backyard chef. Fabric by Gerber Life, life insurance made easy right from your phone in 10 minutes or less. Wazoo Survival Gear, everyday travel accessories that I don't go anywhere without. GrimWorkShop, credit card sized toolkits that'll unlock unlimited possibilities. And finally, Fowler's Makery and Mischief.com, where every purchase is the beginning of a new adventure. Let's get on with the video. How's this guy looking? Oh yeah, it's cooking away good. That's probably hot enough to start roasting the fish and stuff. So I think if we put this in and around the fish, let's go with these little fingerlings in and around the fish. That'll be epic. Warm that up. So taking a little break from just listening to nature, and if you notice I got my earbuds in, I am listening to an audiobook, Lewis L'Amour, Ferguson Rifle, that's what it is. So good. I listened to once before, I think it was like Survivor or something. The guy ends up in a gulag in Siberia. He's a crashed spy plane, I believe. He's a Native American, and he uses his survival techniques to escape. That's a must read. If you're into books at all, or you like audiobooks the way I do, I would say that one. I'll put that on the screen. What's the Mongolian one about Genghis Khan and the bow and the history of the bow with them? But it's a historical fiction, super good. And if you like the nerdy stuff, my favorite is The Wheel of Time. Like those are the top 3 books that stick out in my head. Oh, and Witchery of Archery is a really good one. Just be prepared to stomach the fact that they were just whacking stuff with bows left and right when there was game everywhere, and Florida was like wild territory. So it's a really old book. That one you'll probably have to read because I've never found it on audiobook. Ooh, that got hot quick. Ooh, those are crisping up on the outside. That looks so good. Maybe one more toasting before I put the fish in there. Oh, I better make up my sauce. Put a little water in that. Steam our broccoli. And cauliflower. Mayonnaise. Sour cream. There she is. Some oyster crackers. These are made in my hometown. Right there, you can see it. Rutland, Vermont. I served me. Oh, that's heavenly. This is gonna be so good. All right, save it for dinner. Save it for dinner, Zach. Broccoli, some purple cauliflower. I wonder if it turns white when you cook it. I don't know if I've ever had purple cauliflower. So pretty. I'm gonna learn how to grow cauliflower like that in my garden. That's so awesome. Oh yeah. All right, that's enough there. We should move the. Oh, butter! A tater! A tater, butter! A tater for you. Careful, it's hot. Careful, it's hot. Right over here. Now we gotta move the taters out of the way and get our fish into there. Some onions and stuff in the middle. Maybe a couple taters get stuck underneath the fish. We'll move some of these to the side. Our beautiful crappie. I don't want it to cook too fast, so we'll get them kind of tightly together. Broccoli. Got our 50-50 sour cream and mayo. This seems very odd to me, recipe-wise. Don't know who thought, like, hey, let's put some sour cream and mayonnaise, but sure. Oh. Pepper. I finally found it. This Japanese special sea salt I bought on Amazon. This just seems weird. I'm sorry. I'm finding this very weird to do. I almost feel like I read the recipe wrong. Like, is this possible that you're really supposed to put mayonnaise and stuff like this on top? And it talked about a whole cup, but for how many servings? So am I underdoing it? Overdoing it? Is that for 8 people? Alright, here we go. That's very different, mixing the two together. I see it sizzling away. Oh, that went quicker than I thought it would. We might have to take some of those crumbs off the top. All right. There's one. There's two. Oh, look at the taters. Look at the taters. And then we got some broccolis all steamed up in there with the butter. Might not have mixed. And it was purple. Now it's more of a blue. Look at it. It matches the blue plate. Isn't that crazy? I was wondering if it would retain its color, and it lost some of it, but not a whole lot. I think this is the best thing we've cooked out here so far. I'm just predicting that to be the case. So Chris looked this up, this antique barrel that I picked up, because I thought, like, I gotta have a barrel on a ship, right? Well, the Houston's Popular Biscuits, turns out they were made back in the day with Sebago Lake water exclusively, right? That's what he found. So, like, that's kind of wild. And he's like, did you do this on purpose? It's like, I didn't do that on purpose. Like, I bought that all the way up in Dan Riscotta, and it had nothing to do with this adventure. I just was like, oh, I stopped at an antique store, and I'm like, that looks perfect for this adventure. And bought that and the sword. It's a historical thing. They made it from the water from the lake because the water from the lake here is supposed to be like the fountain of youth, pure.
You have chosen wisely. But Sebago Lake water, even though clean, should still be filtered through a 4 Patriots filtration system. Or something. I mean, like fish poop in there.
Oh, looks good. Butter, come on. Down.
Rather not get her
Come on, honey.
flea collar on.
There you go. Good girl. All right.
Amazing.
Lord, thank you for the food. Thank you for the adventure. I pray bless us with bigger fish as we go. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen, amen. Mm-hmm. That crappie was just so out of the blue and just so awesome. And this
I don't even know what to go for first. I'm just gonna eat a potato first.
Oh, those taters are so good. Oh, I don't know how they taste so sweet. The onions, all the onions and stuff flavor those taters up, like the caramelized.
Caramelization.
Yeah, I didn't add sugar. They look naturally
Broccoli's
caramelized.
okay. Here we go.
Going for the fish?
Going for the fish. Going for some of the Crappie Olympia. Let's see.
It's such a weird name.
It is.
Because it's like one thing halibut Olympia, but crappie.
melt in your mouth.
So good.
That is delicious.
So good. That's so good. Wow. That's definitely a thing. I was kind of sketched out by the whole mayonnaise thing and stuff. Like,
I'm surprised you've never had that before.
yeah, I know. Well, before Alone and stuff, I was never a real big fish eater. I can't remember.
What?
Yeah, I don't remember when I ever like got into baking or anything. I made pizza, and like I told you, when I used to live in the woods before I was married, stuff like that. I would sometimes I'd get potatoes and I'd make French fries for 3 days in a row. That's all I'd eat is French fries with bacon and cheese on it. And
Hot? It's a little warm. Very good. I think it's better than the haddock that I've had.
Oh
this
yeah.
Style.
Oh yeah, because you've had this on haddock, huh?
Yeah.
I do wish, like, because I did the potatoes first, and then scooted them to the side and tried to get as much of the onions in the middle. I almost wish I had done the potatoes separate because they consumed, like, with all the onions and stuff that stuck to them. I didn't have a good bed of onions and garlic and stuff underneath of the fish, so I missed out a little. Oh wait, I did forget a little pizzazz. A little bit of some green onions on the whole thing to add to it.
Give him one quick whisk here. Okay, now. Dig in.
I mean, it's such a huge piece of meat. Well, it might be crappie, but it's not crappie.
I wonder how they got that name.
Is it even crappie or is it crappie? And we just
Yeah, true.
everybody pronounces it like
A little different. It's like Midwestern pronunciation versus...
its true name is
East Coast.
crappie.
From our crappie grubs,
Let them catch a crappie.
Some big crappie.
20 crappie,
Crappie, bluegill.
Just a small crappie. Black crappie.
I know it's a crappy.
Butter locked herself in.
Thought it would happen in the truck first.
Oh, somebody messed with the latch accidentally. The Grim Card lockpick set is in there, which is funny. Because that would have been... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, this sucks.
I don't even know why we got one lock on it. It's in there too.
How did it get engaged?
I don't
Like,
know. I didn't.
no, I know
watch
you
it or
didn't. I know you didn't. It's like, how did we accidentally engage it? Because we must
Maybe
have.
when you just slammed it. Well, wait, we got a. What are we doing here, Zach? We got a port window.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When you're tired and you've been doing this for a while, you just open the port.
There we go. It was fully like flipped up. Whatchamacallit?
It's locked. Still. Oh.
Thanks to the rescue. It smells like a fart in here. Not my fault, though.
Like you go halfway and you're almost there, and it clicks open more. So
You know, for a little chintz.
for a $60 doorknob setup.
No, I was talking about the window.
I'm talking about this. 60 bucks.
This false.
That was 200 almost, or 150 or something ridiculous.
Worked really nicely.
It's
though.
worked nice to let us into the cabin. I feel like an idiot now. Alright, got my boat ready. Close my compartment. There we go. Get all geared up. Oh yeah, it's not touchscreen. Mark, it's something right underneath me. There we go. Everything else is secure. Boat looks good. Oh, it looks so good. Looks so cool. And we are away. A little evening adventure. The sun's coming out. Did you already fish this? That's a challenge. Now I gotta catch something where he's fished it all day. Catch something big.
Oh, did you bring your bait caster?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want to do a casting competition.
What, to hit something?
Distance, accuracy.
Speed, power, and accuracy like Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee could kick Schwarzenegger's butt.
I don't know where speed would come in, but maybe. The ability to
hit a target 3 times in a row. Look at these guys diving down and grabbing stuff. That's not even a seagull, is it? That's like a...
I thought the seagulls looked kind of weird here. They had like black tipped wings.
All right, let's, maybe we should just cruise for a bit, get up there. All right, cruise up the lake. You really pitched all this and you didn't see anything, huh?
Didn't see anything, but this right around this big leaner tree
is
where I had that big mark come up.
Oh, really?
Yes. Right there. Oh, really?
Oh, really? You had a big mark, huh? That's like a big hidden thing underneath of there. Like, how is there not fish under there? I don't know if I can cast as far after eating so much.
Oh. You know it was a good meal when you burp and it still tastes good.
Oh, got a bite. Probably a nibble from some little rinky-dinky thing. Try this small purpley leech. What is that? Look at that. That looks like a really big mark. Some pike or something up in here chasing little things. All right, this one Chris made. I really like it. I'm really hopeful. It's super awesome looking soft leech. Looks just like engorged. I feel like this is gonna be the one. Let's give that a try real quick and then go further up.
You should have brought some of the 4 Patriot pudding.
Couldn't fit any more dinner in me if I wanted. I'm trolling fast for pike. Oh, fish on. Yes. I think. Oh no, because I'm dragging it. It felt big. Never mind.
Oh, here we go. Pike, pike, pike. Come on.
Troll me up a smallmouth bass. Oh, it came off. Jeepers. Oh, whatever.
Well, that's a good sign at least. There's gotta be a big bass in here, or a big pike. Come on.
Chris went up a little side river over there. And I'd like to see if I can go up a little side river here and find something.
I'm just gonna cut these tails down really quickly, just because I don't like them quite so long. Can foul up the bite sometimes. Boom. Frog ready. I got some good pads that I can throw. Man, where are all the fish in this body of water? Figure I get back in here, water would be warmer. At least maybe I'd see a bass roll, which I did. I'm gonna pitch on the way out. Oh, hopefully Zach's having more luck.
Thousand casts and nada.
Not catching anything made for a long pedal back. Our spirits were at an all-time low. Until we passed a party boat.
And out of the gloom comes Das Boot. All right, we're home. And the fridge is still going beep.
Yeah, I know.
Security, that's the security. I went through all those weeds and my motor stayed pretty clean. 1 or 2 little ones on there, but not too shabby. Hey, Butter. Good evening. You awake? You just wake up? We just wake you up? Found a nice comfy spot up on top? We are moving, changing lodgings. The wind is now coming out of the west.
I gotta pull the anchors.
I know, I'm moving forward on them.
Okay.
On our way back from our kayaking, we did see a spot just around the corner that was very protected, so we should be
Loch Ness monster hooked to this one.
Oh yeah?
Oh, I can't even show you. I'll get the deck all dirty.
So we'll turn this on, keep an eye on it. Our fancy mounting bracket is working out excellent. Chris is on the front looking for obstacles. We just gotta go around. Not a big deal, we just gotta go around the corner. We could drop our anchors again and we'd be good to go. Pretty quiet.
Went from breezy
to like, yeah, no breeze. That's what we want. Nice and quiet. And it looks like there's a whole bunch of perch here. There we are. Our new home for the night. I love you. I'll see you in the morning, okay? Good night's sleep. Good girl. Since the other side of my hammock is out over the water, I thought I'd try to get unskunked. Hello, Mr. Worm. I saw on the fish finder when we pulled in that there was fish here, so I think we're gonna give it a go. Ooh, fish on. If I can land him. Oh. Land him in my yellow perch. That's another species unlocked for me. Ha ha. Got a fish from bed. Maybe I'll catch a couple more. Bloosh. Back into the water. I still got my worm. I might catch something bigger. When I was looking at the fish finder to pull in, it looked like something was chasing it. So I think some of those smaller fish were getting chased by something bigger. I bet I can find something bigger. Another one. There's probably a little tiny one. What we got? Oh, it's a classic. It's a classic. Sebago Lake white perch. Ow. Little Sharpie. Kind of forgot it was a glow jig. I could totally charge it up. Oh yeah, that's glowing. That'll get a bite. That'll get a bite. Fishing from bed. I think we said that we were going to do this last time in Waterworld Season 1, and we never did fish from bed. We just fished until we went to bed. I'm all set up for a comfortable night's sleep. And catch a fish while I fall asleep, another fish maybe while I fall asleep until my scrap of worm is gone, and not too shabby of a day. See what else we can get up to. We got caves to find, possible plane to find. Grandma's coming. She's gonna stop my, I don't know what she is, 90-year-old grandma. We're gonna swing out to the public landing area and take her for a little spin, and we got to get that lake trout. I mean, we're in the lake trout kingdom here, overpopulated. We got to figure it out, and then we'll be having some lake trout. little bit discouraging how few fish there were today with the whole lake the way it was, but you know, failure is just the opportunity to figure it out and have more adventure. So I guess that about does it for day 4. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Fowler out.
And don't forget to check out that link in the description below. Become your own outdoor chef with solo stoves, pie pizza oven. You saw me doing it today, using it for other things besides pizza. There is endless opportunities to cook some stuff in cast iron, pizza in a deep dish and get that good wood-fired flavor on it, or just use their propane setup and have it on demand ready to go on your back porch so you can make yummy things for your friends and family.